Good morning. Good morning, everyone. My name is Karen Stroschneider, and I'm a coach who uses mindfulness to help you find more freedom in your life. And I've just realized how bright it is behind me today, so I'm just going to move myself a little bit. Good morning. Hi, Daniel. Lovely to see you here. Thanks for the hearts. I'm coming to you from Wellington in New Zealand. It's a beautiful day here today. Stunning day in the middle of winter. Yeah. So I'm going to talk to you today about reconnecting with your breath. Hi, Pippin. Nice to see you here. I'd love your questions as we go through this scope. I'm interested in talking about mindfulness and how you can, hi Kiko, how you can find more freedom in your own life. And one of the ways that you can do that is by reconnecting with your breath. The crazy thing is, though, that we're so busy today, that we're so go, 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 and rush, 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 that we kind of become walking or running heads. We forget that we have a body and we forget to reconnect with it. Now, a great mini mindful practice is just to stop and take a couple of deep breaths regularly. In through the nose, hi triple, and out through the mouth. Hi there, Homdla. Hi. Please send your questions in as we go through this little mindfulness scope, because while I love doing the little teaching bit, I'm far more interested in responding to your questions if you have any questions about mindfulness. So why am I so interested in mindfulness? Well, as a coach, I work with busy people, and those busy people want to find more freedom in their lives. Time management, stress management, all that kind of stuff is interesting. However, the only freedom that you really have is the freedom to choose your thinking and to actually choose how you respond to what you're thinking, or what you pay attention to and how you respond in your life. So mindfulness is the practice of actually continuously focusing your attention back instead of being lost in our own heads. Thanks for the hearts. When we're really busy, we push ourselves into a default mode of thinking. And what that default mode thinking just means is that we are lost in our own heads. And when we're lost in our own heads, we're missing out on life. So mindfulness is the practice of actually reconnecting you back with your life. And that's where your freedom is. Good morning. Hi, Marve. Okay. Great. Wonderful. Tell me where you're from. I would really love to know where you're from and if you've got any questions. So it's a simple practice, but the crazy thing about any mindfulness practice is that the busier we are, the more we forget to do it. So we have to connect it with something that we regularly do to remind ourselves. We have to have a few triggers in our day. For example, each time you stand up from sitting, you can remember just to take a couple of deep breaths. Every time you walk through a doorway, every time you go to the bathroom, every time you go to send another email, whatever it is, whatever your trigger is, choose one. Try to teach narrower things. Okay, I'm not entirely sure that I get your drift there, so come back at me and let's have a conversation about it. So yeah, mindfulness is a practice of reconnecting, from coming back from being lost in your own head and back to actually what's happening now and being able to relate with it differently. So one simple practice is to just stop and take a couple of deep breaths. Now, the really interesting thing about stopping and taking a couple of deep breaths is that if we're really busy, we're turning on our stress response. Now, a stress response is a fabulous thing. It's there to actually keep us safe. It gives us a surge of adrenaline so that we can react if we need to in an emergency. But we're not running from so many saber-toothed tigers today, and we tend to be able to turn on our stress response by thought alone. So we can think about the interview that we have coming up, or we can worry about our bank balance, or whatever it is. It's telling our body that we are in danger, and we're turning on our stress response. So when we're turning on our stress response, we tend to breathe shallowly. stopping and taking a couple of deep breaths is actually turning on your parasympathetic response, which is your body's rest and repair response, and it totally changes your internal body chemistry. And when you regularly change your internal body chemistry from being stressed and all over the place to being relaxed, you actually change your life, and that's where your freedom is. So that's why I'm interested in mindfulness. I'm a coach. I use mindfulness with my clients to reconnect them with themselves so they can think well and create more freedom in their lives. So that's it from me today. I'm going to keep these scopes particularly short and succinct because the people that I work with don't tend to have a lot of time. And if you have any questions before I'm about to go, please fire them through now. You can also join with me on Twitter. If you are on Android, I believe you swipe up. You can stay in the scope and swipe up on Android, or left to right if you're on iOS. And you can send me a question, direct message me if you like. I would be very happy to answer your questions in my scope tomorrow. I scope as many days as I can, probably 6 out of 7. And yeah, I'm just here to help you create more freedom in your life. So that's it from me. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate you being here. Thanks for the hearts. I will show you Wellington today before I go. I hope you can see that. It's a fabulous day. Bye for now.